Did you know that the average American home contains over 300,000 items? From clothes to gadgets, we're surrounded by things we don't even use. And yet, research shows that clutter can increase stress and make it harder to focus. But what if I told you there's a simple secret to a minimalist home that goes beyond just throwing things away? In this video, we're going to uncover the hidden truth about creating a minimalist home. It's not just about getting rid of stuff. It's about making intentional choices that can actually improve your mental health, productivity, and overall happiness. We'll dive into the psychology behind minimalism, discover strategies for letting go of emotional attachments, and explore how you can turn your home into a space that's both functional and beautiful. Ready to find out how? Let's dive in. Chapter 1. The Psychology of Less. Unlocking the power of minimalism. Minimalism isn't just about getting rid of stuff. It's about how it makes you feel. Studies have shown that clutter can increase stress and anxiety. A 2011 study by the University of California found that women with cluttered homes have higher levels of cortisol, the stress hormone. In contrast, living in a tidy, minimalist space can boost your mood and productivity. It's like hitting a reset button for your mind. When you remove unnecessary items, you create mental space. This gives your brain room to focus on what really matters. Think of it as decluttering not just your home, but your life. According to Marie Kondo, author of The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, when you surround yourself with only items that spark joy, you create a sanctuary for your mind. Minimalism can also help you become more mindful. Research suggests that having fewer distractions leads to better concentration. Imagine walking into your home and not being bombarded by a pile of things to deal with. It's an immediate relief for your brain. Minimalism helps you prioritize your mental health by reducing the stress of constant decision-making about what to keep or toss. The key to minimalist psychology is making intentional choices. By getting rid of excess, you make room for purpose. Instead of owning things out of obligation, you own things that bring meaning. This simple shift in perspective can have a profound impact on your overall happiness. As the saying goes, less is more, and it's more than just a catchy phrase, it's a psychological truth. Chapter 2. The Minimalist's Secret Weapon. Intentional obsolescence. One of the most powerful strategies in minimalism is something called intentional obsolescence. It's not about throwing things away out of frustration, but rather allowing certain possessions to become obsolete in your life. Technology, for example, evolves quickly. If you hold on to old devices because you feel you should keep them, you're not living intentionally. Let go of what no longer serves you, and make room for new things that do. Take clothing as an example. The average American buys 68 new items of clothing every year, but 73% of them sit in the back of the closet, unworn. Imagine how much space you'd free up in your life by intentionally letting go of clothes you don't wear anymore. The secret is to focus on the clothes you wear often and love. Intentional obsolescence is about acknowledging that your needs change over time. What worked for you a year ago might not be relevant today. Instead of hanging on to everything, just in case, adopt the mindset of replacing rather than accumulating. You don't have to keep every single item just because it's still in good condition. If it's no longer serving a purpose, it's time to move on. When you embrace intentional obsolescence, you stop holding on to things for emotional reasons. It can be difficult to let go of items you spent money on, but minimalism encourages you to focus on the long-term benefits of having only what truly adds value. In fact, when you let go of things that no longer align with your life, you make space for things that do. This strategy can be applied to all areas of your life, from gadgets to furniture. The idea is simple. If it's not bringing you joy or serving a purpose, let it go. This may sound extreme, but it's a powerful way to declutter your life without regret. Chapter 3. Beyond the Surface. Minimalism in your mindset and habits. Minimalism isn't just about physical stuff, it's also about clearing the mental clutter. You can have a beautifully organized home but still feel overwhelmed if your mind is in chaos. That's why minimalism needs to be applied to your mindset and habits, too. When your mental space is clear, your home and your life will feel much lighter. A study by Princeton University found that the human brain can only focus on a limited amount of information at once. When there's too much going on, whether it's physical clutter or an overload of tasks, it becomes harder to concentrate. This is why adopting minimalist habits in your daily life is key. Instead of trying to do everything at once, prioritize what truly matters. Simplifying your habits is one of the best ways to create a minimalist lifestyle. Start by breaking down big tasks into small, manageable actions. For example, instead of trying to organize your entire home in one day, focus on one drawer or one shelf at a time. By taking small steps, you'll avoid feeling overwhelmed, which can lead to procrastination. A minimalist mindset also means saying no more often. This doesn't just apply to physical possessions, but also to invitations, events, and commitments. Learning to say no is a superpower when it comes to minimalism. It frees up your time and energy for what really matters. As author Greg McKeown writes in his book Essentialism, if you don't prioritize your life, someone else will. Practicing minimalism in your mindset can help you focus on the present moment. Instead of worrying about the future or dwelling on the past, you learn to embrace the now. This shift in perspective can reduce anxiety and make you more productive. And the best part? You don't need to own less to adopt this habit, it's all about how you manage your time and energy. When you simplify your mindset, you're also simplifying your life. It's about making conscious decisions that align with your values. Minimalism doesn't just affect your space, it also transforms how you interact with the world. By being intentional in both your actions and thoughts, you create a life that feels less chaotic and more fulfilling. If you're enjoying these minimalist tips, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. That way, you'll never miss another strategy for creating a home and lifestyle that truly serve you. Chapter 4. The 80/20th Home. How to curate your essentials. One of the best strategies in minimalism is applying the 80/20th rule to your home. The Pareto principle tells us that 80% of our happiness or usefulness comes from just 20% of the things we own. So, why are we holding on to the other 80%? The secret to a minimalist home is figuring out what that top 20% is and curating your space around it. Look around your home. How many items do you use every day? It's likely only a small fraction of what's taking up space. The goal is to identify those items that you truly use or love. Once you do that, you can let go of the rest. This isn't just about cleaning up, it's about making room for the things that matter most. Minimalism doesn't mean being left with nothing. Instead, it's about being selective. If something doesn't serve a purpose or bring joy, it doesn't deserve space in your home. When you focus on keeping only the essentials, your space becomes more functional, and your life becomes more intentional. The 80/20th rule can also apply to your furniture. Often, we keep pieces around because they match or because they were gifts, even if they don't really suit our needs. But when you focus on a few high-quality, versatile items that you actually enjoy using, your home feels more purposeful. As the author Joshua Becker writes in The More of Less, clutter is nothing more than postponed decisions. One of the best parts of curating your essentials is the newfound sense of freedom. With fewer items to manage, you spend less time cleaning and organizing. A streamlined space makes it easier to focus on the activities that truly matter, like spending time with family, reading, or enjoying hobbies. Remember, minimalism is not about deprivation, it's about intention. The key is to focus on what makes you happy and to let go of the excess. As you begin this process, you'll notice your home feeling lighter and your life feeling more intentional. Chapter 5. The Minimalist's Hidden Secret. Emotional attachment detox. One of the toughest parts of minimalism is dealing with the emotional attachment we have to our possessions. Whether it's clothes, old books, or souvenirs from trips, we often keep items because of the memories tied to them. But here's the truth: letting go doesn't erase the memories. It frees you from the burden of keeping things out of obligation. Studies show that emotional attachment to possessions can cause stress and hinder your ability to declutter. A 2015 study in psychology and marketing found that people often hold on to objects due to the endowment effect, where we overvalue what we own. In other words, we believe that our possessions are worth more than they really are because of the emotional connection. To truly embrace minimalism, you need an emotional attachment detox. Start by acknowledging the emotional value of the items, then ask yourself if that object truly enhances your life today. If it doesn't, it's time to let go. This doesn't mean forgetting the memories, but simply shifting your attachment from the object to the experience or the feeling it represents. One powerful strategy is to take photos of sentimental items before letting them go. This allows you to preserve the memory without holding on to the physical object. For example, instead of keeping every birthday card, take a picture of the ones that mean the most to you. This way, you still have the memory, but your space remains clutter-free. In his book Goodbye Things, Fumio Sasaki talks about how letting go of sentimental items can bring emotional freedom. He argues that we hold on to things because they represent our identity or our past, but by shedding these possessions, we make room for growth and change. It's a liberating experience, and one that can help you feel more present in your life today. It's not easy to declutter emotionally charged possessions, but the benefits far outweigh the discomfort. By detoxing from emotional attachments, you create space for new memories and experiences. Minimalism, in this sense, becomes a tool for personal growth and emotional well-being. Chapter 6. Functional Art. Transforming minimalism into an aesthetic statement. Minimalism doesn't mean your home has to feel sterile or empty. In fact, one of the most exciting parts of minimalism is how it allows you to transform your space into a beautiful, functional work of art. The key is to choose a few statement pieces that are both practical and aesthetically pleasing. Think about how you can make each item in your home serve more than one purpose. For example, a beautifully designed table that also functions as extra storage, or a chair that doubles as a cozy reading nook. The goal is to blend form with function. A minimalist space is about more than just having fewer items. It's about having items that are purposeful and inspiring. Did you know that a minimalist home can actually increase the value of your property? According to a 2018 study by the National Association of Realtors, clean, simple spaces are more appealing to potential buyers. When a home is decluttered and styled with minimalist principles, it feels more spacious and open, two qualities that buyers love. Art is another place where minimalism shines. Instead of overcrowding your walls with dozens of paintings, focus on one or two pieces that truly resonate with you. This minimalist approach makes each piece feel more special, and it gives your space a sense of calm and sophistication. As the famous architect Mies van der Rohe said, "Less is more," and this certainly applies to interior design. Minimalism also encourages a deeper connection with the objects you choose to keep. By reducing the number of items, you are forced to carefully consider each piece's beauty and function. This thoughtful curation transforms your home into a place that's both visually striking and emotionally fulfilling. The result? A home that reflects your personal taste while serving your everyday needs. Minimalism doesn't require sacrifices in style. Instead, it encourages you to make smarter, more intentional choices. And when you live with fewer things that truly serve you, your space becomes not just a home, but a carefully curated piece of art. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe for more minimalist tips and strategies to transform your home and life.